this video I'll be showing how to do the Alchemy for Ember Rekindled mod in the Reclamation Modpack. There's 33 infusion in total, and this process is just a waste of time and resources, and I couldn't find anything online, so I decided to make a guide for it. Hope you enjoy. Okay, first we'll begin with how to make the first Archaic Brick. To do this, we need a normal brick, a 1 copper aspectus, and 1 iron aspectus. The infused iron ingot goes on the copper aspectus, and the tainted gold ingot goes on the iron aspectus. In order to dupe the Archaic Brick, we're gonna need the 2 clay balls and 1 soul sand. One of the clay balls goes on the silver aspectus, and the other one goes on the iron aspectus, and the soul sand is on the silver aspectus. To make the Codebreaking Slate, we need 1 Archaic Brick on 1 lead aspectus, 1 Archaic Brick on 1 copper aspectus, and 1 Carbonite plate on 1 lead aspectus. To make the Intelligent Apparatus, we need 1 copper ingot on 1 silver aspectus, 1 copper ingot on 1 copper aspectus, 1 archaic circuit on 1 lead aspectus, and 1 archaic circuit on 1 silver aspectus. To make the Ancient Motive Core, we need 3 Archaic Brick on 3 Dawnstone aspectus. To make the Glimmer Crystal clusters, you need 2 Ember shards on 2 Dawnstone aspectus, 1 Ember shards on 1 copper aspectus, and 1 gunpowder on 1 copper aspectus. To make the Wildfire Core, you need 1 Dawnstone ingot on 1 Dawnstone aspectus, 1 Dawnstone ingot on 1 copper aspectus, 1 Ember Crystal cluster on 1 iron aspectus, and 1 copper plate on 1 Dawnstone aspectus. To make the Copper Crystal Seed, you need 1 Rune of Fire on Copper Aspectus, 1 Tainted Gold Ingot on Copper Aspectus, 1 Attuned Stone Charge on Copper Aspectus, 1 Infused Iron Ingot on Iron Aspectus, and 1 Rune of Earth on Iron Aspectus. To make the Iron Crystal Seed, we need 1 Rune of Fire on Copper Aspectus, 1 Tainted Gold Ingot on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Attuned Stone Charged on Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Infused Iron Ingot on Silver Aspectus, and 1 Rune of Fire on Iron Aspectus. The Lead Crystal Seed, you need 1 Rune of Fire on Iron Aspectus, 1 Tainted Gold Ingot on Iron Aspectus, 1 Attuned Stone Charge on 1 Copper Aspectus, 1 Infused Iron Ingot on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Rune of Herb on Copper Aspectus. To make the Zinc Crystal Seed, you need 1 Lead Ingot on Iron Aspectus, 1 Silver Ingot on Iron Aspectus, and 1 Attuned Stone Charged on Copper Aspectus. To make Adhesive, you need 2 Bone Meal on 2 Lead Aspectus. Make Soul Sand, you need sand on 2 Copper Aspectus and sand on 2 Iron Aspectus. Make Netherrack, you need Cobblestone on 3 Copper Aspectus and a Cobblestone and an Iron Aspectus. To make an Explosion Charm, you need a Leather on Copper Aspectus, 2 Archaic Brick on 2 Iron Aspectus, and 1 Archaic Brick on Silver Aspectus. To make an explosion charm pedestal, you need 1 explosion charm on 1 silver aspectus. This is the only recipe that's normal, for whatever reason. Make a Digestion Vat, you need 1 Dawnstone plate on Copper Aspectus, 1 Archaic Brick on Iron Aspectus, 1 Sal Ammonic Crystal on Iron Aspectus, 2 Tainted Gold on 2 Copper Aspectus. Make Ashen Fabric, you need 1 string on 1 Iron Aspectus, 1 string on Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Ash on Lead Aspectus, and 1 Ash on Iron Aspectus. To make Tyrfing, you just need all the materials on 4 Lead Aspectus. Make focal lens, you need 1 Dawnstone plate on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Dawnstone plate on 1 Silver Aspectus, 1 silver plate on 1 Silver Aspectus, and 1 silver plate on 1 Copper Aspectus. Make the winding gear, you need 3 Dawnstone plate on 3 Copper Aspectus, and 1 Dawnstone plate on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus. Make the isolated materia, all of the material on Copper Aspectus. To make the Catalytic Plug, you need 1 Fluid Pipe on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Fluid Pipe on 1 Silver Aspectus, and 1 Glass on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus. Make the Eldritch Insignia, you need 1 charcoal on 1 Iron Aspectus, 1 charcoal on Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Archaic Brick on Dawnstone Aspectus, and 1 Archaic Brick on 1 Iron Aspectus. To make an Inflictor Gem, you need 2 charcoal on 2 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 charcoal on 1 lead Aspectus, and 1 Dawnstone Ingot on 1 lead Aspectus. To make a Glimmer Crystal, you need 1 Ember Shards on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Ember Shard on 1 Copper Aspectus, 1 Gunpowder on 1 Copper Aspectus, and 1 Gunpowder on Dawnstone Aspectus. To make the Introphic Enumerator, you need every ingot on lead Aspectus except for the Dawnstone one. The Dawnstone ingot is on Dawnstone Aspectus. Make the Amulet of the Heretics, you need 1 Archaic Brick on Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Eldritch Insignia on Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Archaic Circuit on Dawnstone Aspectus, and 1 Archaic Circuit on 1 lead Aspectus. To make a Flame Barrier, you need 1 Dawnstone Plate on 1 Dawnstone Aspectus, 1 Dawnstone Plate on 1 Silver Aspectus, 1 Dawnstone Plate on 1 Copper Aspectus, and 1 Silver Ingot on 1 Copper Aspectus. This was the only recipe that made me disconnect. You can look at the end of the video to see. Make an Offering Table, you need 1 Token of Fear on lead Aspectus, 1 Runic Altar on 1 lead Aspectus, 1 Token of Joy on Iron Aspectus. To make a blasting core, you need 2 iron plate on 2 copper aspectus, 1 iron plate on 1 iron aspectus, and 1 copper ingot on 1 iron aspectus. Make the shifting scales, you need iron aspectus and 2 silver aspectus. To make the creative Ember source, you need binding gear on silver aspectus, 1 Eldritch Insignia on lead aspectus, 1 shifting scale on copper aspectus, 1 explosion charm on iron aspectus, 1 Inflictor Gem on iron aspectus, and 1 amulet of the heretics on silver aspectus.